right, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what comes out here for you, Capricorn. We're going to start with another oracle, like kind of like a zodiac astrology deck here with stargazing oracles. Let's see what's coming out here for Capricorn. I was only going to get 2 and I was like, I'm going to get 3. Okay. So you guys have 7th house. Wow. Saturn. And you have Wolf Moon. Okay. You guys already know how I feel about the 7th house. We're talking about relationships just right out the gate. Right out the gate. We're talking about relationships, but this is what it says. Marriage, relationships, equality, business partners, true love, y'all. Justice, friendships. It does deal with rivals, enemies, and contracts, okay? You could have an enemy. That's probably like the only bad part about the 7th house, just dealing with that in general. You just have people that are maybe, that could be around you. You don't know that they're enemies, okay? But either way, we're going to always keep it in a higher octane. 7th house is a very good house to see, dealing with your marriage and your relationships. True love was the thing that really got to me, because that's crazy. And I think we've been seeing a lot of new relationships in your reading recently. So, whew. And then Saturn is the spousal planet, y'all. Some of you have Saturn going into your 7th house. And I know this can cause issues with your relationships. But from what I've heard, Saturn at the end of the transit tends to be more so spousal. It can very much be problematic. But it can also be really good if you're with someone who's compatible to you. Now here, but Saturn in general, it's not just about relationships, but Saturn also talks about things being a little slow. And that could be, a whole bunch of things that's happening in your life right now where you just feel like, why am I waiting? Saturn is the thing that will drive you mad because it is slow. And it causes, sometimes it can bring you hardships, okay? Just depending on where it's placed. You have to have self-control. You have to push yourself. And it limits you. Okay? But it's practical. Okay? And you can try to work with it if you know how, I guess, right? But it's not going to take away all the woes from it. But I do see that, and this is your Lord, by the way. I mean, your Capricorn is your Lord. So it works with you a little bit better than most people's, but you have to be in this energy in order for you to be rewarded. And if you do, you will definitely be rewarded. Now here with Wolf Moon, it says, this is the people who assist you. Okay. This is your self-expression and you being able to use your own instincts, not listening to other people. But I do feel like there are people who could come in and assist you in some way. And this could be different areas in your life. We're going to find out when we get into the tarot. But yeah, using your instincts is just something that means if you feel something is off with business partners, contracts, because it's the 7th house, or with partnerships, relationships, friends, lovers, then listen to your intuition. You got a lot of manifestation energy. You have these blessings and celebrations and all of this stuff that I really see happening in your life. And I feel like, there's some inner work that may have been done with this Saturn energy, and you're recharging yourself, really, right? You're letting go of the past and you are embracing this new cycle that I really do see that's happening. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about with the 7th house. You probably, when was the last time you were in a real connection, a real committed relationship? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to come out. This is for Capricorn, all upright. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you guys have been in relationships that have not been right at all. None whatsoever. A lot of disagreements, a lot of arguments, problems. And this could be in your relationships right now. Yeah, I knew that, it was problematic. That's why I didn't want to make Saturn to seem like it's something that it's not. Like, it can bring, lasting things, but it can also be problematic and very much conflicting energies with people who just don't belong in your life, who don't agree with what you agree with, and they don't have the same perspectives. So here, it also says that you could be dealing with enemies, remember, with the 7th house, and dealing with people who are trying to intimidate you and bully you and, sabotage your efforts in some kind of way. A lot of you have been dealing with that. Or maybe you were bullied even growing up and you're facing that same situation now that you're older, people who have a tendency to get very aggressive and hostile with you, and you're like, I'm not even doing anything. It's like Capricorn is the type of person that's like so chilled, and you're like, why are you coming to me on that, right? So I feel like interpersonal relationships have been a little difficult for you with, definitely with coworkers and, with maybe friends and love relationships. I would say even family, y'all, because 7th house is just your relationships with people, okay? And, sometimes they don't like the fact that you're smarter than them, or they feel that you're snubbing them in some way. And then it just becomes something that you had no idea that it was. Okay. But I also feel like if we're talking about the 7th house and connections that matters the most, which is your love life, is some decisions you may have to make if you're experiencing this conflict. Like if you're constantly coming home and there's all this disagreement. Now you're at a crossroad. You got to figure out what you want. But there's some doubt there too. Like, is this the right decision? Should I just walk away? Should I stay here? So yeah, very tough decisions that you have to make. And I feel like some of you guys probably have avoided it. You've been avoiding it, avoiding making a decision, but maybe you need to for right now. But there will be a decision that's going to be made, because I really do see that you're going to come to a full circle and let something go. Okay, let something or somebody go. Let's see what else comes out here for Capricorn. Got the Page of Pentacles. For those who are studying, going to school, or thinking about starting your own business, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more consistency with you. And this is why, and this is not just with school or anything. This is just an example. Maybe I'll start over, because I don't want you to miss the point. You guys, if you want something to grow, okay, whether a relationship, your business, or whatever, you have to be consistent. You cannot put small energy and expect huge results. You can't just, plant little seeds here and there, once or twice a year and expect to be a millionaire overnight. Okay. There needs to be your energy, your full energy, in something in order for you to gain the benefits. So you see how Saturn is saying, okay, the inconsistencies have to stop. Now, what else can you relate that to? You can relate that into relationships. You could be the one that are dealing with people who are very inconsiderate to you, or very inconsistent with you. And this is why Saturn is like causing it to feel very hard for you. It feels very oppressive, because you are allowing people to give you very small here with the Page of Pentacles. It's like, oh, okay, so you want them in your life? All right, you can keep them there, but I'm going to make you feel the limitations. I want to make you feel it. I'm going to make you feel that pressure. Okay. And like I said before, because some of you just refuse to close out a cycle, we just have to be honest, and you're selling yourself short. Okay. So I feel like there is going to be some decisions that's going to be made. I really do see that. But I just feel like you're taking your time. I think I said something about manifestations too, where the first word on this card is manifestation. With your ambition, if you are practical, if you stick with it, remember when I said that the reward will be great, whatever that means. A relationship may start off a little slow, but then it could turn into something so huge. There's going to be so much success here for you, so much to accomplish. Yeah, a lot of celebration, which is what I said earlier. If you just stick with it and have patience, okay? But it has to be a relationship that's also reciprocal too. It can't just be, you're just giving. I mean, if it's worth staying, if it's serving you to some degree, then yeah, okay? But again, it goes along with whatever you put your energy and time into, and that includes you, your body, your mind, and your finances, okay? Let's see what else is coming out here for Saturn. I'm sorry, for Capricorn, who's ruled by Saturn. Let's see. I do see so many things happening for y'all in the future, though. Y'all need to stick with something, because it is going to be huge rewards coming out on the other side of that. Ooh, this came upright, y'all. It fell upright, even though I was saying upright anyway. It came upright, and you even had the World card upright. There you go. Accomplishments and success. I love it. And even the King of Wands is the leader of the pack. A lot of people look up to you. You see the reason why Saturn is saying, hey, like, I know you want to go out there and wild out. I get it. But you can't right now. Maybe you may have a little period, maybe a day or so, and no one else knows, right? You're just wilding out. It's different for everybody, right? But I know you want to do that, but that is not your purpose in this life. Like, there's bigger things that you have to do. But I'm telling you, there's so many blessings that's going to bloom. Now, looking at this King of Wands, it's saying that you're a natural born leader. And some of you are doubting yourself. Or maybe you haven't evolved in this place yet, but you will. You will. And you are attracting that type of energy into your life. You're attracting this type of person and people. You're attracting those people in your life because that's who you are. I see you traveling here with this World card. I mean, there's just so much stuff that I see, so much success. Promotions. If you have your own business, success in your business, like, you are on it. But you just have to be patient and keep going is what this is basically saying. And you guys already know, like, the King of Wands is also like my new person as far as like relationship. Hello. It may take a little bit, but this could be worth it. Like, this could be a potential partner. But you got to give it a little time, and you have to use your intuitions about anybody who comes into your life. Because you can't be like, well, yeah, I said that if I be a little bit patient with this person, and it's like, now, I wasn't saying them. Like, they are not taking you out. They're not treating you right. They're not putting forth effort. No, I'm talking about people. They may not come off like they're rushing, but they very much are into you. Okay? Those are the people that I'm talking about. Okay? But yeah. It's the bigger picture person, the person that you see yourself in a long-term committed relationship with, not just any old body. All right. Let's get your last two. This is for Capricorn, because y'all will try it. Y'all will try it in the comment section, and it's like, no, I'm not talking about them. Not talking about them, babes. Okay. Who do you want to invest in? What do you want to invest in? Long-term investments. There is a baby that is hitting your 7th house. I'm telling you, this person, someone out of those options is going to end up being a long-term partner. If you guys are investing in stocks and trade and crypto and stuff like that, some of you are going to be balling, shot calling. I'm telling you. Oh my God. You guys are going to be balling, shot calling, babe. And remember, even with investments, you have to wait a little bit too, right? So it's not like you're like rich overnight, but you've been putting in over the years, and then boom, you could be rich overnight, depending, because a lot of people are going to get there because they put a lot of time and effort into, studying on particular coins or studying trade and stuff like that. Oh yeah. So even with that, I see huge money for a lot of you who just sit. And you don't sell, you hold, right? Oh yeah. So I see long-term benefits with love, money, all of that is here. Okay, all of it, and I love it so much. It looks so good on you. And there it is, Four of Wands. Wow, this is just amazing. And it literally says celebration. We had it 3 times. This is an incredible reading. I think you guys had a good reading yesterday. At least I know it was probably at least once last week. I see a long-term partnership as far as love. I see stability here as far as your money. I see that you guys are possibly going to be maybe traveling overseas, maybe even moving, or trying to figure out if you want to move overseas or move. And it feels like a more so far distant place, you know, to buy a new home or to live a certain kind of way. This is amazing. This is amazing. You're going to be able to bask in the harvest that you plant. You really are going to, okay? That is what I have for you right now. Capricorn, I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't expect your reading to be this good. I really, really didn't. I may come back with your love reading, so just make sure you guys subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Bye, guys.